Welcome, one and all, to Dynamite DnD. You've come to the right place for some quality entertainment. We've got a live, in-person stream, one of the most technologically advanced on the internet. I am Steve Negretti, the Dungeon Master. This is my pet project for the summer. Dynamite DnD, welcome, welcome, welcome. First and foremost, we're going to go around the table and introduce everybody. Stand by for the music. Again, I am Steve Negretti, the Dungeon Master. Hey, I'm going to go around the table. Today, I'm going to start with, last week I started with Sam. I'm going to start with Paige this time. Stand by. Paige, everybody. Say hi, Paige.
Hi, this is Paige. I'm going to play Idunn Corpse Knotter. She is a Barbarian Goliath level 5 now. Boom! And she likes to beat people up, punch faces, and tie things into knots. Preferably human things.
Paige playing Idunn the Goliath Barbarian. Moving over to Paige's right, we have Erin. Say hi, Erin.
Hi, Erin. I'm playing Korv. I'm an Aarakocra bard, level 5 as well. I think we all are. And ready to fly around as a big black bird and not kick butt. Maybe just cast some spell and trying to use some charisma.
Korv, the Aarakocra bard. Here, say hi, Curley.
Hey everybody, I'm Curley from Drunkards Gaming. I'm playing the character Hazel Groundswell, half-elf sorcerer, who's also level 5 now, where things get real fun.
Hazel, the half-elf sorcerer. Last but not least, the man himself, Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hello, my name's Sam Hears. I'm a streamer too, www.twitch.samhears.com. But today, I'm going to be playing Robair Ribbons, Genasi, Ranger Extraordinaire, and Monster Hunter, and I've decided that I'm going to start keeping a kill count for myself.
Last time on Dynamite D&D, a lot of stuff happened. The adventurers are in the town of Moonstone. Last time on D&D, they started the session in the midst of an underground dungeon that was underneath the wizard Ettri's tower. They completed the dungeon after figuring out some puzzles, fighting some monsters, running away from treacherous waterspouts, falling off bridges into dark waters below, fighting off crocodiles. They eventually came to the end chamber, which was inhabited by a lesser beholder kin called a spectator. Spectators have 4 eye stalks, for those of you who are familiar with D&D monsters. A type of beholder with 4 eye stalks, summoned to guard a specific location or complete a specific task. This one, apparently, was summoned by a legendary hero 100 years ago. The legendary hero was named Brodondo Rolando, a prominent figure of legend in the Fyrus lore. The spectator's name was Brodrox, and it looked like he was a little bit loopy from his years and years of isolation. The adventurers talked to him. He was very cordial, so long as they did not attempt to steal the treasures he was guarding. The treasures he was guarding were, number 1, a tome, number 2, a magic javelin. The tome, he told them, was penned by none other than Brodondo Rolando himself. He was unable to allow anybody to take the tome. However, when the adventurers asked him to read it out loud to them, he gladly accepted. He was not forbidden to read it. He was only the adventurers were only forbidden to take it. They acquired information from the tome written by Brodondo. They decided, amazingly, to leave the javelin behind because they didn't want to fight the spectator because he was big and scary. They returned back up to Ettri in his tower and explained to him the situation. Though they did not clear the tower out like he wanted, he was still excited to hear of the discoveries downstairs. He was particularly interested in the news of a spectator being down there. After Ettri's tower, the heroes returned back to the Stowaday farm to formulate a plan. They formulated a plan where Idunn and Korv
Steve, curse you!
Going to the mayor's office and going to attempt to get permission to go meet with the Moon Dwarves. Meanwhile, Robair dove down into the sea cave and noticed a hidden tunnel that was leading down into the tunnel. He got a clipping of some hazardous plants, and then he took the hazardous plant to the Fisherman's Consortium, where the head fisher, Wave Runner, told him what the plants were and formulated a plan to create some sort of compound, we don't really know, that would deter the plants from attacking anybody who got by. Idunn and Hazel took a look at the notice board in the middle of town and went over
Got the
to
spell
Thalia's
cards.
general store. Thalia needed some help getting some inventory from her warehouse. She was a gnome that has a general store. She was very happy and bubbly and lovable and said, this town is great. She loves the town. Everybody's so nice in the town. She went down to the warehouse district and met with Riven Heath, who happily showed her to her warehouse, and she was extremely thankful to him and appreciative of all his hard work. Idunn and Hazel loaded up with some boxes and took them back to the general store. And Hazel, being Hazel, is like, do you need any other help? And Thalia was like, well, do you want to be an employee? And Hazel said, maybe. So Hazel's going to give up the adventuring life and become a shopkeep. Last but not least, Robair and Korv went down to the cove at night to retrieve a pearl from a night clam.
Oh, yeah.
They did so after a harrowing sea chase underwater, but they got a pearl out of the night clam, a lunar pearl, which is sure to come in handy either for money or for otherwise. We rejoin the heroes, once again, are in the town of Moonstone. Big events are going to happen in the next 1.5 and 3 days. In 1.5 days, the Fishermen's Consortium promised to have some sort of news for them about the underwater sea plants and the compound they're developing. After 3 days, Korv and Idunn were going to have their meeting with the mayor. Right now, it's at the beginning of the clock, 1.5 days / 3 days. So what would you like to do? Fast forward or something specific?
1.5 is when they figure out the
Clownfish stuff.
The Fishermen's
sauce.
Consortium is going to
Gotcha.
update you on their findings.
And our appointment with the mayor, right?
That's all I care
That's
about.
in
days.
3 days.
Robair wants to gamble at the casino.
Robair can gamble at the casino. How much are you willing to lose is the question.
All of it. I don't have a lot. I got 50 silver, 86 copper, and 3 gold.
We're going to say that you can roll a d20 with your proficiency bonus, contested against my house check.
16.
So you rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Playing
You make
war
a
again.
profit. Roll a d4.
4!
You quadruple the money that you have.
Walk out! Get out, Robair! Get out! I didn't have a lot to start with.
Can I find the other Goliath?
You can make an attempt.
That's
What
what I want to do.
attempt are you going to make?
Is there a side door on the hotel
There
or
are
a back door?
numerous entrances to the hotel.
I want to find like a servant's entrance or like a worker's entrance.
Roll an investigation check.
5.
There is an obvious back area to the hotel. It is, however, gated off and locked. If you were an employee, you would have a key, and you can occasionally see employees going in and out, mostly waste disposal.
Can I grab a servant and tell them, let me in? Whoever is outside doing something.
Let me in!
Yeah, basically, like, grab their arm and be like, hey, can I get in there? And then opens the door.
Intimidation.
14.
You grab someone, one of the lowly cleaning staff, taking out the garbage, and you grab them, and you say, hey, let me in. And they are wide-eyed and terrified, but at the same time, they immediately turn around and, like, open the gate, and what's your passive insight?
11.
You get the feeling this isn't the first time this person has experienced something like this.
Oh.
And so they let you in to the rear compound.
I want to go in and I'm going to look around as
excited.
stealthily as possible. I'm not inconspicuous, I know that, and people are gonna see me walking around, but I'm gonna try to like skirt the edges, not be too
Roll a stealth check.
obvious.
Get an outfit and just put it on.
A dumbbell.
I got a hat for
Oh, wait,
fetish.
a dumbbell? Never mind.
dumbbell?
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
I got 14.
The guests at the hotel are all swanky, posh, rich muckamucks who expect anybody who's there is supposed to be there. It doesn't even cross their mind that somebody is there that's not supposed to be there. Any other of the staff that see you are too nervous to call you out. If you're going to search for the other Goliath, roll an investigation check.
Ooh,
I mean, it really was a 2, and it's still a 2.
You get lost wandering around trying to look for the stairway up. You only find a stairway down. As you are going down the stairway, you can hear a female voice speaking in a hushed whisper, and you hear a male voice who sounds very much like the concierge. I don't know, Mistress Rouge. That seems like a dicey plan. Do you really think we can afford to meddle in the affairs of you-know-who, and a female voice chuckles. Wilbur, I know all that goes on in the organization of our friends. To know thy enemy is the first step towards victory. They're easy enough to manipulate. All we need to do is find a third party who's uninvolved.
Uh-oh.
Washing our own hands of the guilt.
What are they paying this third party?
I see, Mr. Scrooge, I see. That is a cunning and dashing idea, if I do say so myself. Thank you, Wilbur. I trust you will keep your eyes open. Yes, Mr. Scrooge, absolutely. Definitely, certainly, 100%. Very well. Return to your duties. And you begin to hear footsteps approaching you.
I'm not running. I'm going to walk down towards them.
You hear a door close. Ka-chunk. And as you turn a corner, Wilbur Hopton, the concierge, is there, and he lets out a yelp of surprise. Ah!
Oh, hello again.
Howd! I leave my post for 1 minute. Hello, my dear friend. This is a restricted area. How did you get in here?
Oh, I just walked down. I don't know. I'm looking for my friend, the one I told you about. I still haven't seen him, and I'm holding you a little bit responsible for
I'm going
that.
to fire that Gregorio as soon as I see him. What is your business with Karavac? Why do you
just want
seek
to say
him
hi.
so much?
There's no other Goliath around. I don't
If you
know
say
him.
hello to Karavac, will you leave this establishment alone?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Very well. Come with me.
Okay.
He begins to tromp upstairs, and he leads you through the hotel. Seems like he doesn't actually know where Karavac is at this very moment. He asks one of the cleaning staff, and one of the cleaning staff informs him that he was up on the 5th floor last he saw them. They go up to the 5th floor, and you're looking around, and you see a cart of cleaning supplies. You see it in front of one of the rooms, and Wilbur comes in, and he fumbles around with some keys, and he throws open the door. What's your passive perception?
11.
As he throws open the door, you smell something foul, and he slams it shut before you are able to see inside. I'm sorry, Karavac is extremely busy right now. Extremely busy. If you wait in the lobby, I promise I will send him down as soon as he is done. You have my word, as a man of Moonstone, the concierge.
That smells like death in there. What
No,
is in there?
it's simply a. He begins sweating profusely. His hands are doing a lot of this, and he's looking back and forth. He's fumbling with the keys that he used to lock the door behind him. It is simply a customer who left their room service platter out in the sun, and it's simply just rotting and smell is extremely bad. And I wouldn't want us to put you in that situation where you'd have to smell that while you speak to Karavac. He will finish his duties cleaning up and make sure the room is spick and span. If you just go back to the lobby and wait, we can put all this smelly business behind us.
Can I see? And I try to grab the keys.
You can roll a dex check.
15.
Yeah, you grab them out of his hand.
Boink.
Stop! You don't know what you're doing? You don't know what
just
you're
want to
doing?
see. I
Don't
just
make
want
me
to
call
see.
security on you!
Can I
And
just see?
you can open the door, and you see blood splattered all over the walls,
Holy!
and 2 bodies piled on top of the bed. And you see a Goliath holding a rag with a spray bottle in his hand.
Poor guy.
He looks up at you, voiceless, with a raised eyebrow.
He can't hear or speak, right?
You remember that he is deaf and mute.
Deaf and mute, great. Okay.
And he just stands there looking at you with a glare.
I do this to him.
He's just standing and staring.
He doesn't comprehend. Okay. All right. Can I tell who it is? Do I notice who it is?
You are unfamiliar with the people in this room.
Okay. Can I see their faces? And
You can see their faces.
Okay.
Ah, you're gonna have to leave! You're gonna have to leave right now! You're gonna have to leave right now! He's attempting to spin you around and push you out of the room.
I think I'm going to go and walk away from him towards Karavac and kind of pat his shoulder and say, "This is not becoming of a Goliath for you to do this kind of thing."
Karavac drops his spray bottle and grapples you.
Oh.
Sleeper hold. So choose acrobatics or athletics and roll a
Athletics.
check.
16.
He grapples you and gets you into a sleeper hold with his
Oh.
arm cutting off the flow of oxygen
Oh, boy.
from your lungs.
I failed
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
that. 14.
You pass out, and as you collapse down to the floor, your vision flutters, and you can see Karavak's legs walking around the room, and you notice a rose tattooed on his left calf. You wake up in a dark chamber. You are bound to a chair in a room that has no windows and only one door lit by a single lantern hanging above your head. You see Karavak standing in the corner, dimly lit, arms folded. You are also gagged. After a moment,
Not yet.
the door opens and a striking woman dressed in red and black
Aw.
walks in. She sits down in a chair that Karavak slides over to her. Hello, my name is Mistress Rouge, and this is my hotel. I see you've been poking your nose around in places where they don't belong. It's very resourceful of you. I can admire that. I have a proposition for you. You seem to be somebody who values strength, much like Karavak here. Not quite as strong as he is, though, I see. I have a small problem, and I need to figure out if I can trust you. I have eyes everywhere in this town, not unlike a certain group of witnesses. I'm going to tell you that I act alongside the witnesses, but I don't hold any position in their ranks. If I wanted to, I could probably take them over myself, but that seems so lowbrow, and it doesn't interest me. They do provide an excellent business relationship for me, though. They spend a lot of money to rent out hotel rooms that are unseen by prying eyes. Seems you must have stumbled upon some of their handiwork. Not an uncommon occurrence here. But thankfully, Karavak knows how to keep a secret. The witnesses are attempting another assassination attempt. This attempt will happen 1 week from now, in my hotel. They wish to start a war between the nations of Grandweir and Verdana,
Oh,
the elven nation to the south.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
It is an elven ambassador who is visiting the hotel, which they wish to assassinate. I want you to stop them. I cannot be involved in this in any way, shape, or form. If they knew I had any hand in this, they would cease their business contract with me. And that would not benefit anyone. If an all-out war were to happen, however, that would damage business even more. Tourism does not flourish in wartime. So, 1 week from now, in this hotel, see if you can learn what you can about their plans. If you can stop the assassination attempt, perhaps I'll help you with your goal. I have eyes all around the town, as I said before. I've seen you and your friends. You stand out like sore thumbs. Maybe try a little bit of subterfuge next time. In order to guarantee your compliance, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cast a small enchantment on you. With this enchantment, you will not be able to speak of our meeting or your involvement with the Hotel Azul in any way, shape, or form. You will not know my name. You will only suspect that the witnesses are planning an assassination attempt. You won't remember its location. You only know that it's a week from now, and it is very important that you stop it. To prevent war, you must stop the witnesses. She walks over to you with a small, an awl type of tool. You know, an awl, A-W-awl. And she pulls out a small box of pigment. She dabs the awl inside of it, and she begins to tattoo a small design on you. It is a simple tattoo that she hides underneath your fur. You can't see what she's doing, but you can feel it. As she finishes, she says, "Now, don't forget our agreement. But don't remember too much either." And you sleep. You wake up in the shade of a tree at Lover's Pond.
I think there's going to be like an assassination or something. I don't know. Is that a dream?
You remember going to the hotel and trying to find Karavak. You don't remember much past going downstairs and getting lost.
Oh, man. So I don't remember the bodies. Okay. But I do have some sort of inkling of I have to go find who's going to be assassinated in a week.
Yes.
I was gonna go work in a shop if there was nothing on the notice board. That was
Roll
interest.
a
Told her I'd help.
intelligence check.
13.
You grasp the basics of running a shop
Ooh.
easily enough. Roll a charisma check.
13.
There are not very many customers at all. The couple of customers that do come in, you do manage to convince that. You do manage to upsell. The customers think your bedside manner is just so fun and fine, and they are wealthy schmucks, and so they're used to tipping manservants. And so, in addition to the pay that Thalia gives you, your net total from pay and tips is 20 gold. Fast forward to a day and a half. The Fishermen's Consortium has made a breakthrough with their fish oil compound. They go to the Fishermen's Consortium, and Wave Runner greets them excitedly. He says, "Wow, it worked even better than we thought. It's crazy." You can either just dump a bunch of this stuff in the water, which will make the plants kind of like lethargic and sleepy and not really reactive. Or you could slather it on yourself if you want to smell like fish for, I don't know, 5-7 years.
How long does it last?
Should last for about an hour.
Okay. How many
Can we get some of this?
uses of it do we have?
We spent a bunch of the funds to hire enough people to get all this off the ground. I could give you one bottle for free, but the others we'll have to sell you for 5 gold a pop.
I'll buy enough for our party. I'm terribly curious about that cave. Should we go now?
That's what yeah.
You head down to the sea caves with everybody.
And I did tell you guys all about this assassination attempt in a week.
Robair leads you to the tide pool that he remembers was the one that led down.
Everybody, lube up.
Oh, it's like
We're going in.
You
And do you know
all
how hard it's gonna get out of these
apply the
feathers?
fish oil, and you dive in, and you begin to swim. Everybody roll a, not Robair, but everybody else roll a constitution check. So everybody's all right except Korv, who has a low constitution, and so 15 damage.
That's drowning, baby.
No, that's sick.
Drowning's no joke.
Seems like you burst a couple blood vessels.
Ah.
You surface in a cave in a small body of water. You can see 2 ladders to your left and right, which leads up onto higher ledges. As you surface, you begin to hear
Wait a second.
sound of someone in pain. You hear pained groans and coughing. Sounds like somebody is not having a good time. You begin to hear voices, angry sounding voices. Now, this is a lesson that you're not gonna forget, right?
Uh-oh.
Because when you get on the wrong side of the witnesses, you make enemies. Enemies worse than anything you'd ever know. You hear a sickening crack, and somebody yell, "Ah!"
This is a gruesome one.
I want to help. We gotta go.
No. Let's see what happens.
No, I want to help.
Other voices begin to chuckle. Good one, boss.
Wow.
What we're here for. Let's go, guys.
Well,
I'm a patient
They're not
man.
gonna kill them. They're just gonna injure him.
I'm a patient man, but even I have my limits. You see, we have rules for a reason. And if anyone should step outside of those rules, well, then they must be corrected. You know the best way to correct a broken bone? It's out of alignment. It's all getting in your skin and shredding your insides. You gotta break it again and get it back in its right place.
We have to help him.
He's not gonna kill him. Calm down.
You gotta be holding me back. At this
Now you see, the bones, if left untreated, they'll seep out their marrow and eventually poison you from within. Very
Okay.
slow and painful death, if not treated immediately. So, Blacktail, give me one reason why I should treat you immediately. Why I shouldn't just let you die here for what you did. I swear, it was a mistake. I swear it was a...
Do we recognize any of the voices?
You recognize the name Blacktail.
Vargas Blacktail. He's the one with the limp.
Yeah.
First,
Kind of petite.
you think you're too good to act within the organization. Running off and trying to pull a thievery yourself. Stupid kid, but at least we could have overlooked that. Common thievery. Aside from that, selling out the witnesses? Giving them the passcode? You disappoint me, child. I thought highly of you when we brought you into our fold. Now I see you're nothing but a whelp. Please, you don't know what you're...
Oh.
Get him out of here.
I thought they were gonna let him live.
You
I'm sorry.
hear
Gee.
footsteps and voices begin to talk amongst themselves.
Back underwater.
Yeah, I knew that Vargas. He was no good. He was a pain in our butts for the very beginning. Yeah, well, you know, he was a stupid kid, but aren't we all stupid kids at one point? I was never as stupid as that. What are you talking about? Boy, oh, did you see what the Mangler did? Man, it's crazy. I wish I could be like him someday.
Can I discern how many there are based on the talking?
Roll perception.
16.
Including the Mangler, you hear 4 voices.
We just
We're
tread
gonna wait.
water. Like,
Well, just, yeah, we're like Navy
Look at
SEALs.
your water
Our noses
polo
are out of the water.
Roll stealth checks.
nat 20.
Unnatural 20.
9.
Also a natural 20.
The smell of fish gets to Korv, along with the injuries, and Korv
Dead.
begins to cough, a raspy, pained cough. Boss, did you hear that?
Cough.
Find him and get him.
I wish I could have given you some
Roll
good
for
berries.
initiative.
6s.
11.
7.
7.
These 2 ledges are 10 feet up. This ledge is 5 feet up from the water. So this is 10 feet up, and
Yep.
the ceiling from the top of this ledge is low. It's 5 feet from the top of this ledge. So 15 feet total ceiling height. It is lit by torches. You hear the Mangler's voice shouting out orders. Trey, Pharaoh, you stay down. Abel, you with me. Zed, you're up. You got it, boss. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll take it out. I'm going, boss. Don't you worry. Oh, jeez, boss. There's a bunch of people coming in the tunnel. The heck did they get up here? Right, get ready for them then. A large man wearing a slick, grayish black cloak with a hood pulled up over his head appears, and in his hand he carries a javelin, and he throws it at you. At Korv, it seems.
What?
20 to hit with the javelin, 4 piercing damage. The second javelin he throws at Idunn, 23 to hit.
Oh my god.
4 piercing damage. His javelin's expended, he pulls out a longsword.
Rage Town first. And then I'm going to slash at him. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 damage.
He takes the hit and he smiles.
Oh wait, I have
Nice.
2 attacks now. I'm gonna attack again.
Yeah.
Second attack.
Second attack. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 damage.
Been a while since we had a good fight.
I'm gonna cast Levitate, and then I'm gonna try to pop up onto here. As a bonus action, I'm gonna tag this guy with Hunter's Mark.
I don't want to be above the water anymore, but I am going to fly, and I'm going to go behind Robair. I'm going to cast Bane. 3 creatures of my choice to see within range. Charisma saving throws.
Mangler rolled a 6. The guy on the ledge rolled a 17. And the last one, he rolled a 5.
I would like to try to get up to the ledge with my friends. I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Pharaoh takes a stab at you with his spear. 19 to hit.
Yes.
Total of 5 piercing damage. Rush him, Trey! Trey draws a rapier and begins to stab at you with his rapier. That is a miss from Trey.
Yes.
Don't worry, boss, I got your back! He gesticulates in the air and begins to chant a spell. You got this, boss! And he pats him on the back. Zed pulls out a short bow. He shoots at Robair. 17 to hit.
Hit.
7 piercing damage. The Mangler has his longsword ready, but instead of attacking with his longsword, he calls out, "Remember what we practiced, boys! Let's go!"
Uh-oh.
And these two use their reactions to make a melee attack against Idunn.
What?
One
Coordinated.
with a rapier. It's a 7 to hit.
Nope.
And the spear from Pharaoh is a critical. 8 piercing damage, 45 on the critical. You're able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and harassing them. After your attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if you have both hands are in use.
Shove me in the
He's
water.
gonna try and shove you into the water.
Can't hit me from in here.
Goes into the water.
Oh my god.
I really can't do
Pretty
much.
much since you have extended movement, you can just go right back to where you were if you want.
I'm gonna try to climb up where these guys are up on the ledge here.
Quick little bugger, isn't she?
I have a hand axe. I'm gonna throw a hand axe at the mangler. 24
That will
to
hit.
hit 8 damage. Oh, one more attack. I got another attack. I'm gonna hand axe, so I'm gonna get rid of all my hand axes right now. Okay, 20 to hit.
It's a hit.
11
Are you
damage.
trying to kill him?
Yes.
Boss, I never got to tell you how I.
He is unable.
Oh, I wish we found out. You shouldn't have killed him.
I'm gonna fire my first arrow at Mr. Man. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 piercing. And then for my second attack, I'm going to add, as a bonus action, my Hail of Thorns onto it and hit this guy.
Nice.
20 to hit. Oh, okay, so he's going to get 10 piercing damage. So all three of these guys got to try a dexterity saving throw. of
Trey rolled a 5. The Mangler rolled a 12. Faro rolled a 17.
thorns. One of them saves. So he takes 5 damage, half damage, and the others take 10 extra damage.
Are you aiming to kill?
Yes.
Boss! Abel never got to tell you how.
No, I want to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna try a puny little bow at Mangala. 16 to hit.
16 will not hit.
I'm gonna shoot at the mangler with Ray of Frost. 14 to hit him.
That will not hit.
I tried.
Washes over his cloak. I got him, boss. Don't you worry. Oh, there's a lot of them up here. It's a miss from Faro and his spear. I got your back, Faro. It's gonna be a short bow on Idunn. It's an 18 to hit, 4 piercing damage. Mangler runs off to the side and disappears from your view.
I'm going to go for this man in the armor. 16 to hit.
That will hit.
10 damage.
Are you trying to kill?
Yes.
I'm going to give chase.
Passive perception is 15. You see a passageway to your left.
Yeah, I'll double move to get to him.
I'm gonna go follow him.
Passive perception.
12.
You don't see the passageway. Flickering of the torches plays tricks on your eyes. And to you, it's just a dark wall.
He's gonna try to, in haste, just follow after Korv. I don't want to let this guy go. I know the guy's over there, but I think Idunn can handle herself, so I'm gonna try to hop down.
You're gonna jump. Are you trained in acrobatics?
No, that is not.
Take 6
Spellcasting
fall
feat.
damage.
Jeez, man. And I'm gonna just move as far as I can.
What's your passive perception?
10.
You do not see the passageway
All right,
to the
and
left.
I'm just pointed this direction.
Short bow on Idunn. 20.
Yes.
You take 5 piercing damage.
Oh, you're going to face me.
He is going to attack you twice. First one is 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
17 slashing damage.
Holy shikey.
Second attack, 17 to hit.
That's a
Even
hit.
with the D4. 9 slashing damage. Are you afraid of the dark, little boy?
I'm going to try to run after the jerk who's shooting at me from the dark. I'm going to double move to get to him.
All right. Sword and shield. Slayer's prey on him. Here's the first attack. 11.
Is a miss.
All right, so my second attack. 12.
12 is a miss.
Okay.
Korv, you see the opening, and you can move into it.
Okay. I move to him, light my dagger, and cast Healing Word.
Zed is going to attack Idunn with a longsword.
Come on, Zed.
11 to hit.
Nope.
He's
Beat
gonna
it.
run away. You can take an opportunity attack if you want.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
11 damage. But I am not trying to kill Zed because I guess we need someone alive.
Mangler, 2 longsword attacks on Robair. Line him up and knock him down. 22. You take 18 slashing damage from the crit.
I'm out.
Come on in, the water's fine. Stepping over Robair's incapacitated body, he hacks again at Korv. 23 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna hurt.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
4.
You break concentration and Bane ends.
Yeah.
You take
Oh,
7 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm going to keep running after this guy. I'm going to attack. 11 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, next attack. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
18 damage. I do not want to kill Zed.
He's unconscious and bleeding out. Death save on Robair. One step closer to death on Robair.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to vicious mockery.
He rolled a 7.
Fail. Damage would be 6.
He clutches a hand to his head as his brain is racked with psychic pain. Ah!
I'm gonna pick up one of my wooden planks and cast catapult on it and aim it right in the direction of his face.
He rolls a 17 dex save.
Half of 11.
He takes 5 bludgeoning damage. Mangler! Disadvantage on the first attack against Korv. 7 to hit on Korv. Second attack does not have disadvantage. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that kind of hits.
16 slashing damage.
Can I hear the screams of my friends?
Still no.
Okay, well, I'm going to bind this guy. I've got some rope.
Robair is one step closer to death.
Oh, no.
One more death saving throw and he will be out.
I'm going to try to stab him. Okay, so it's a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
6.
You stab into the mangler's gut as he raises his sword for another cleaving blow.
Oh, right in the
And he
rib cage.
stops.
Yes.
And his sword clatters to the ground.
The light from my dagger is shining
Are you
through
trying to kill the mangler?
him. No.
You have successfully resolved combat.
Let's heal this guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
gonna collapse
Robair.
on top of Robair and try to stabilize
Well,
him.
So if you're doing that, roll a medicine check.
You're
That's
welcome.
14.
Hazel stabilizes Robair while Korv casts a healing spell. Zed
Plus
starts
1.
coughing up blood as he slips closer into the dark embrace of death.
I want
Which
to
one's
immediately
Zed?
check if we're safe, if there's anyone else in here. I want to look around the cave real quick.
I suggest we kill Mangler.
You do
Go
it.
ahead, Korv. You finished it.
I'm going to take my little dagger that's lit up, poke it in his eyeball.
Well, should we heal Zed so we can ask him some questions? He might die.
I'd like to do a medicine check to stabilize him. I tried 9.
But you've all taken your sweet time, so he's stabilized on his own.
All right.
He will regain consciousness in an hour. Hazel perceives several tunnels leading away from this sea cave in
Always a cave.
3 separate directions.
What about Vargas's body?
It was strung up to the wall,
Ooh.
and the mangler and his cronies were beating him and breaking his fingers one by one,
Oh.
You guys killed.
And he's dead?
You guys killed the
and
mangler.
eventually snapped his neck.
Oh.
I think we're better off with the Mangler being out of the picture.
I want to
Oh,
search the
he's
mangler
out.
for anything about the witnesses.
You search the mangler. On his
that's
personage,
it.
he has a pouch of 25 gold.
Woo!
And you notice that his cloak is of exquisite make and resembles the shape of a manta ray.
I want the cape.
Aw,
Oh,
wow.
you want this cape?
Can I have the cape? I want the
He's
cape.
not going to need it anymore.
The other bodies have a total of 18 gold amongst them. Nothing else of note.
Do we
Wait.
see any footprints? Anything that's leading to
I
any of
recommend
these?
we wait, we burn, we do a short rest, we burn hit die as needed. We wait for this guy to wake up. I cast Zone of Truth on him, and we ask him yes or no
So it's
questions.
an hour, right? Yeah, we wait for him to wake up.
The thing about the Zone of Truth is that they can still answer in a way that is misleading, but they must tell the truth.
After an hour passes, Zed wakes up. Oh, boss, what happened? Boss! Oh no, they got the boss!
Who wants to?
He is currently in the Zone of Truth for 10 minutes.
Abel never got to tell him.
Listen, Zed, we have some questions for you, and it's important you answer us.
Tell him
or you'll
what?
end up like the rest
Wait,
of
I
them.
You go to hell! You go to hell for killing the boss!
I want to know
I
about
want to
Abel.
slap him.
Ooh,
Face.
Hazel.
Roll a unarmed
Slap.
attack.
Yeah, he's at 1 HP.
18 to hit.
What's your strength modifier?
-1.
You do no damage.
I do.
Wow.
I do actual 0 damage. Listen here. Answer our
No,
questions.
you listen here.
You will
If
end up
you-
like the rest of these.
Are going to get slaughtered by the witnesses. We're gonna find you and we're gonna rip out your eyeballs and then we're gonna shove your eyeballs into the place where it doesn't shine.
I pick
then we're
up
gonna
I
pull
pick
out
up the
your
mangler
fingernails.
and I point his head
Cut
at Zed.
Ah, boss! Boss, don't worry. I remember everything you ever taught me. And then we're gonna cut off your fingernails, cut them into
Like-
little jagged
like his
shards,
eyes?
and then stab them into your eyeballs, put them back into your eye sockets, and roll them around so
I'ma
that you
slap
start
him again.
bleeding.
8 to hit.
You keep trying, little girl. I'll never break.
I
I'll
pick
never
him up.
break. I was taught by the
I'll
Mangler.
keep
You
doing
think
it.
you can do anything the Mangler did so much
pick
worse
him
than
up.
you when we were in training and we were teaching under the Mangler. He knows what he's doing.
Oh
You're
my
just
God,
a small
choke him out,
Intimidation.
You
please.
can't do
Pick him
anything.
up.
The witnesses are gonna come for you and your children and your children's children and your mother and your father and all your aunts and uncles.
I pick him up and I go like this.
Intimidation, roll it.
15.
And you dirty Goliath, you don't even know what the civilization world is about. All you do is just walk around, you knuckle-dragging son of a gun. You don't even know how to use a proper weapon. You just swing around a big iron stick. If anybody handed you anything that had any brains to do it, you wouldn't know what to do with it. You just shove it back wherever it doesn't stop it.
Zed, listen. Here's your second chance, man. You could come out of this thing alive. Do you want to live? You shut up for a moment and listen. How many members of the witnesses are there?
More than you could ever handle, don't you know it? They're gonna come in legion, they're gonna swarm you, they're gonna come where you live.
Is there an assassination attempt happening in a week's time?
Yes! What the heck? Hey, knock it off, what are you doing?
Who's gonna be performing the assassination?
The witnesses are gonna do it.
Which member of the witnesses is going to cause the assassination to happen?
Probably some of the assassins.
Where is this taking place?
In Moonstone! It's taking place in Moonstone!
Which building in Moonstone?
Is it? We know where it's taking place.
Are the Moonstone
A
dwarves?
building where there's a lot of people in
we
it!
don't know.
A building where a lot of people!
Are the Moonstones part of the witnesses? The Moonstone dwarves?
The Moonstone dwarves! No! Dang it! What the heck?
Is the Peacekeepers part of the witnesses?
Yes!
What about the mayor?
We got him under our thumbs!
Okay.
Was it in the hotel? Is that where they're going to assassinate someone?
Yes!
How do we get into the Moonstone?
The Moonstone is over in the graveyard. If you want to go inside the Moonstone, you'd have to cast a magic spell to go actually inside it. What are you, a wizard or something?
How do you have the mayor under your thumb?
I don't know!
Is Rythan Heath part of the witnesses?
Yes!
How can we get you to not go back to the witnesses?
You go to hell,
I didn't even get that.
You go to hell, you grayskin freak! I am done with this. He's
what's
just gonna
the-
start shouting at the top of
What's
his
the
lungs.
Okay.
updated
I am
passphrase?
I am all
What's the
powerful,
updated
stolen
passphrase?
mangler. I know everything.
I punched him in the-
don't
I
know
punched him
nothing.
out.
All
I
I know is
knocked his
that you
lights
are gonna face your
questions.
death at the hands of the witnesses.
knocked his
We're
lights
gonna
out.
hunt you down. We're gonna
I
kill
got
you.
him.
We're gonna stop you. Whatever you. What the?
I got there we go.
Unarmed strike.
Wait, I want to know
19 to hit.
You do 1 point of damage. He's knocked unconscious.
Damn it.
He'll be
Robair, I
back.
wanted to know where these caves lead
Oh,
to.
it's finally silent.
Yeah.
We can figure out where the caves go. We're in the caves now. In fact, we can't go back the way we came. It's
already been an hour.
What do we do with this guy? You know what?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
kill
be
him.
part of this. I walk away.
I kill him.
Guys, we have three different paths we could take.
I think we should also get rid of the bodies.
By
We should
doing
put them
what?
into the this one with all the mangler weeds. I'd like to spend time dragging the bodies into this so that the weeds will.
I'll help.
Done.
I'll help
Grapple.
you.
You toss the bodies into the pool of water.
Okay, let's go that way.
You follow the tunnel for quite a ways, and eventually you come to a ladder that has been hammered into the side of the stone walls, and it leads up. And you don't see any light at the top. If you climb the ladder, you see that there is a rock that is sitting on top of the opening.
And I move it.
It has been hollowed out, so it is
Oh.
easy to move.
Oh, I
You
don't
move
know
the
if
rock.
I'm ready to do that.
And you peer out, and you see that you are in back of Thalia's general store.
Ooh.
Think about this. We remember where this is, right?
Yeah.
Now I know where it is.
Oh, then we can get back in easy.
If they don't know that we know how to get into their caves, then they're not gonna change their meeting places or whatever.
Need to have words with Thalia.
Okay, well let's do it the other way. Let's go.
If Rythan was,
I guess can we see if anybody's around? Whoever's
You're
popping
in
out.
the backyard, which is fenced off, so you can't see anybody else.
let's take a lot of care to put the stone back so it doesn't look like we used it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
we
scurry
like to
off.
exit the backyard.
Scurry off.
I'm gonna go rest. Everyone else, I don't know.
Eden returns
Smoky
to the
quartz.
Stowaway Farm.
I do want to go and look at the graveyard. Do you want to come with me, Robair?
Let's do it.
We never actually investigated any of the graveyard stuff.
Well, now that Zed told us all about it, maybe there's something there.
Actually, why don't we do that? We'll all rest, and then you guys go to your meeting.
I have
You
a
go
better
to-
While they're
suggestion.
meeting,
No
we're-
offense. You have ins with Thalia now. You work for her. Maybe you should see somehow if she's connected to this.
I
Why
know-
would she
I-
allow a secret entrance in her
I
backyard?
know she's connected to this. That's the
Wait,
problem.
how do you know?
The way that she talked about Rythan Heath,
How sexy he was?
how helpful and nice he was, when all we heard was bad stuff, how he was, ordering people around to put the screws on other people, and how she just talks them up so much. She's part of it. I
Then maybe
I
you
need
should-
more information.
You should get more information from her, maybe about the assassination. Very
I don't
important.
know what more I could do with her. If we set her off before we know more, it might.
Truth bomb, whatever.
All
that
I
thing
know is you've got an in with her, and she's got a freaking gateway to the thieves' den, to her backyard.
How about? Okay, fine. If we
Me
want
and
to do that.
Korv will go check out the graveyard.
We're gonna take a nap.
Well, they have to go to a meeting and nap.
In a day and a half,
Okay.
I'll go by myself.
Speak
No,
up.
I'm very nervous about seeing the mayor.
Look, Can I make a suggestion?
Oh yeah,
Let's
you're full
think of a
those.
mantra. Every time you feel nervous,
Oh,
you
can I
repeat
yawn?
a mantra. Listen.
Can you
now
tell I'm
listen.
yawning right now?
Korv, listen. Repeat after me. I am a sturdy birdie. I am a sturdy birdie.
You
I
are
am
very
a sturdy
annoying.
birdie.
You are very
Trust
annoying.
me, next time you're nervous, say that mantra, you'll be a much sturdier.
Thanks for the gift. I'm gonna go take a nap
Hazel
now.
says I'm a sturdy birdie.
You go about your business, and the night passes, and you can take a rest.
Woo!
Korv and Idunn go see the mayor. And Janice is
Janice.
in the front. She greets you and confirms that yes, you are indeed on time for your meeting with the mayor, Dane Hammerhand. She ushers you into the mayor's office.
It is like that. Thank you.
You see the man who you know from the description of Robair and Hazel to be Dane Hammerhand.
I cross the room and shake his hand.
A very large man, imposing stature, missing one eye.
We don't notice that at all. I'm not looking at it.
You offer your hand to shake, and he shakes it.
Eye
Seems
contact.
to be a busy week in Moonstone. How can I help you?
Hi, Mr. Hammerhand.
Welcome to you, member of the Aarakocra race. We don't see too many of you here. We hope you found the town amenable.
I absolutely love this town. You did a great job.
I would like to get down to business. I have heard many things about you. I very much respect. First, can you tell me the story from your own lips? I want to hear your greatest accomplishment when you lost your eye.
I wouldn't say losing my eye was a great accomplishment, but I think I get your meaning. He tells you the story of how, once upon a time, when the Moon Dwarfs were making excavations into the mine, they ran into a rogue boulette, which is a burrowing underground creature. Very large, very nasty, ill-tempered creature that was killing dwarves as they attempted to dig deeper down into the mine. Everybody else fled the scene, but he saw an opportunity to confront the boulette in its lair, and as everybody else fled, he stood up to the beast and knocked it down. The rumors of the one punch may have been exaggerated, but he's not about to quash them.
I respect
job.
you. Good, good. That was commendable action you took.
All right, so
And because of his feats of valor there, the town called for him to become the mayor, and so that's how he got his position now.
congratulations.
I am in awe.
So what we're here for is we're actually looking to find a way to speak with the dwarves, and we wanted to see if there was anything you could do to help us out with that.
The Moon Dwarf clan, you say? You wish to go speak with them. For what reason?
Well, I like gems, and I hear that they'd make some really pretty ones. We'd like to help pay
And
for
they-
something.
They know how to appraise them, and we would like to learn some
we
more
wanna
about this.
trade, and we hear very good things about their
Do
skills.
you have gems of your own to be appraised?
No,
there are
actually,
many
they don't.
appraisers in town that have skill equal to the Moonstone dwarves, engaging a gem's worth.
We've talked to them. They're not very good. They're not as good, we've heard.
What will it take? You seem like a very logical man, Mr. Mayor. What would it take to allow us to go see the Moon Dwarves?
Roll persuasion check, Korv.
It's a 18.
There's something lingering under the surface here, I can tell.
Yeah, I have something
Are you
for
two in some sort of trouble?
No, not so much trouble, but I do have something that I want to show you. And it
Here
is
we go.
lingering under the surface of my pouch. I whip out the manta ray cloak.
Where did you get this?
I killed the man who had it on.
Why did you kill this man?
Because he was a jerk. All right?
Seems a bold statement to walk into the mayor and say that you murdered somebody
I
and
did.
took
He was
his
trying
belongings.
to kill me. It was self-defense.
Luckily for you, I happen to know the individual who wore that cloak.
I was hoping that was the case.
And he was not a very upstanding individual. It seems that you've had a run-in with the witnesses.
That is true, yes, yes. And I have a bit of knowledge that there might be a assassination attempt in the next week. I don't know who is going to do it or who will be assassinated. I do know it is in the hotel. I want to work to stop it.
We will help you in exchange for some Moon Dwarves.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to help me because the witnesses have been threatening me and have me under their thumb, I am powerless to stop the activities of the witnesses. They have turned the peacekeepers against me. They have all the peacekeepers on their payroll. Any legislature or law I try to enact, the peacekeepers look the other way, take a bribe from the witnesses, and carry on without heeding my words. The town is practically theirs. They make money through their casino, they launder the money through the casino, and they have all sorts of illicit dealings. Just the other day, someone came in complaining about an exorbitant dock fee. I'm sure that was the witnesses doing. They shake down the street performers, charging false fees. Certainly, murder is definitely a part of their vocabulary. So, I'm asking you for help taking down the witnesses. If you can upset the balance of power, I will be able to regain some semblance of control over the peacekeepers and grant you access to the Moondwarf
License to
district.
kill!
Don't tell.
Now, are you aware of who we travel with and who this will include, so that we all have a pass?
It is perhaps better if I stay far enough removed.
Gotcha. What's your part in this, though? Why don't they just kill you? Aren't you afraid?
Because I'm the mayor of a town. They can use me to pass whatever laws and legislatures that help them on
Your
their own
figurehead.
ends.
Where are they? Who do we talk to?
Nice.
You know stuff. Must share
I
it.
only know the call and response passphrase that they've given me. This is apparently one of their mid-level echelon. The Moonstone shines brilliant as of late. Response is, brilliant enough to light up the darkness. And then the closer is, and cast shadows just as strong. I only use it when I have to report in to the witnesses. I go to a certain warehouse, and there's
Why aren't you being-
usually a contact waiting for me who never shows their face to me. I can't even be certain if it's the same person or a different person every time. We meet in secret, and we use this call and response passphrase to verify our identities.
I want to show my respect again. I think you are a very strong man. I also want to say that it hurts me to see a strong man torn down by being a man in power and feeling like he can do nothing. It hurts my heart. You are a strong man. You can fight back. I don't know how, because I am not mayor. I have never been mayor. But I like to fight, and I think that you do too.
Well spoken. Here's hoping we can work together and bring about a better future for both of us.
I have one more question. This robe, you say you know the man who had it.
Yes.
If I were to try and wear this robe at some point to hide as this man, would it help the situation?
I very much doubt it.
Okay.
The Mangler was a very particular individual. His mannerisms are not pleasant to replicate.
For me,
But
I
you
mean-
earned the cloak in equal combat. As far as I'm concerned, it's yours.
Okay, but I should not use it. Okay.
Why
Good to
not?
know. You
It's a
said
very
no.
useful cloak.
Oh no, not
Have
to be
have
him.
you
though.
studied it?
No, I haven't studied
It
it.
tells you it's a cloak of the manta ray.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Really
Thank you
appreciate
for meeting
it.
with us.
And I'm very scared. So thanks.
Can I have a handshake again? Thanks.
I'll shake your hand
I'm
and
gonna-
you say
I'm gonna hop out.
goodbye.
I wanted to go check out the graveyard.
The graveyard upon the cliffs is behind the Temple of Selune. There is a legend in the town that, once upon a time, a ray of moonlight shone down from Selune's celestial domain. And the ray of moonlight solidified. That solidified ray of moonlight is now known as the Moonstone, which can be seen standing watch high atop the temple cliffs. It's a multifaceted cylinder looking similar to smoky quartz.
Have we seen this when we've been in town?
You've been in town, but nobody's ever gone to see it. The graveyard upon the cliffs is not for general townspeople. Interred here are the bones of those who perished during the original construction of the town, when an inexplicably high tide swept in and opened up a hidden sinkhole beneath the construction site. Eventually, the bodies were recovered and the sinkhole was filled.
Can I offer a donation of copper at the Temple of Selune?
As you enter the Temple of Selune, a temple acolyte gestures for you to please keep your voice down. You see a priestess holding her hands over a body on the altar. The body has been horribly burned. As the priestess holds her hands over the body, she utters a low chant. After a moment, a pale white light envelops the body, and you see the form convulse and gasp in pain. As the light envelops the body, you see the charred skin flake away, and a man with healed skin now lies sleeping on the altar. The priestess gestures, and 2 acolytes whisk the body away to the rear chambers.
Yeah, I'm moved by this act, and when the time is appropriate, Robair would like to offer a prayer to Selune and give a donation of 4 copper.
You put your donation in the donation box.
Okay.
And the priestess thanks you and says she hasn't seen you around here before. Are you staying for the sermon?
My name is Robair Ribbons. Unfortunately, I have other matters to attend to. Perhaps another time I will come in.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, the Temple of Selune is always open.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to have Selune's blessing in my time of need.
Your time of need, my child? What
Yes.
troubles you?
I have many troubles. What can I address you as?
I am Helen Patara.
Priestess Helen Patara. I have a quest, and I am to foil an evil bidding, and I need all the help I can get.
Ah, but is not evil in the eye of the beholder?
That is very true.
Perhaps your opponents see you as the true evil.
Helen, history will tell. After I am long gone and my enemies are long gone, then our children's children will be able to decide who was in the right all along.
Yes, the world we leave behind shall tell the tale.
Have you heard of Aarakocra?
Yes, everyone knows of ancient Aarakocra.
Did Selune...
Bedtime story that we tell children.
Did the moon and Selune and the moon have anything to do with the powers of Aarakocra?
Oh, I'm sure Selune had her hand
Selune.
in the matter back then. Although I know the ancient Arcosian dragonborns, they were very devout to Bahamut.
Bahamut.
But I'm sure Selune may have held court with him at one time or another.
What happened to that gentleman who was burned?
That gentleman, he attempted to steal from this temple.
And you burned him?
Yes, I did.
Oh!
The light of Selune judges.
And then you healed him?
The light of Selune forgives as well. Only by showing compassion to our enemies may we turn them towards the righteous path.
What did he try to steal? What do you have of value?
She gestures behind her, and you see a intricate mosaic. You see this man, he stole the centerpiece of this mosaic. It was a lunar pearl that sat in the middle. He
No way.
took it and he sold it, and it is long gone now.
Okay, look, this is gonna seem real strange, okay? I did not buy this lunar... I have a freaking lunar pearl right here. I got this from a moon clam, a night clam, in the middle of the beach at night,
Well,
okay?
then it seems Selune has sent you for a reason after all.
I guess maybe she has.
Would you be the kind of soul that would give up your worldly possession and allow us to complete our mural once again?
Yes. Yes, I would be.
I like Robair on his own.
Are you saying Jez? Jez? Did you name this
You're
pearl
not,
Jez?
you're not hearing me? Jess.
I will go
of
home
course.
right now.
Chase? Are you saying chase? Do I need to chase you?
I say, I'm in agreement with you. You're in agreement. I will donate my lunar pearl to Selune
Thank you.
and the Church of Selune.
Thank you, my child. Thank you.
I can always get another
You
one.
have done us a great service.
Punch another clam.
I shall bless a spell scroll for you.
What?
I sense that you are a student of magic in your own right.
I try.
A student of the land of nature. Let's see what we can't whip up. We're gonna give you a spell scroll of Healing Spirit. You call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in a space that's a 5-foot cube. Until the spell ends, when you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. Spirit can't heal constructs or undead.
Thank you. You are so generous. I must be on my way. I have much to attend to.
May the blessing of Selune be upon you. And a return should you ever need guidance, my child. Hazel went to Thalia's general store.
Yes.
During the day, Thalia is incredibly bubbly and gracious and happy, full of life, just happy that somebody comes into her shop. Again, not many people come into the shop at all. Roll insight.
12.
You wonder how this place stays afloat with so few customers. Granted, they are wealthy, but still, they're not dropping gigantic sums of money into this place.
I want to ask her. So, Thalia, I don't know how to say this. It seems there are ways in this town to make some extra money. I notice things around town. A lot of the people that seem regular, maybe not so honest, fleecing down some of the art or the performers in the art district or in the Sundial Plaza,
What?
as well as in the docks.
What are you talking about?
Just things I've noticed. Have you not noticed some of this?
No. What are you talking about? This town is, dare I say, perfect.
I don't necessarily think that's true, and
Well,
I
then
think
you
you
must
might
be
know.
a very pessimistic young lady.
Deceiving her.
Did something happen to you in your youth?
There was always.
Are you depressed, my child?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Every town I've been in, there's always been a little bit of an underbelly of, ways to make some extra money. I'm just looking to make some extra money, and I was wondering if you might know.
I'm not sure I follow your meaning, Hazel. I must say I'm a little uncomfortable right now. What are you trying to do?
Oh, never mind then. No worries. It's just something I thought of. It's no big deal.
If
We can
you
go back.
are in some sort of trouble, Hazel, you should tell me sooner rather than later.
I do know that someone has been threatening the Swan Feather Inn, the Finleys.
The Finleys? Somebody's threatening them?
They've been very kind
Who's
to me
threatening
as
them?
I've been staying here, but they just said a man threatened them, and they don't know who, and it doesn't seem right.
It doesn't sound right. Who would threaten the Finleys? They're dear, sweet young pair. Have you taken this to the peacekeepers?
No. Is that a...
Why would you withhold such information from the peacekeepers?
I'm new here in this town. I didn't necessarily know anyone to talk to. I was, again, worried.
You have details of something going awry at the Swan Feather Inn. You should go to the peacekeepers immediately. Go, now!
Okay. Hazel scoots out.
Let's meet up.
Meet up at the Sundial.
You get any read on her at all as part of the Thieves Guild? Do we
She's-
know? She's a witness?
I highly suspect her, but
Okay.
the way we just conversed, I don't think I got anything out of that.
Should we kill her?
Not yet. I need more information if we're going to kill people. All I know is
Some serious whistleblowing.
she either is extremely dense in regards to what's going on around her, or she's part of it and very good at deceiving. I'm glad to hear that the
mayor.
the mayor's not
Yes.
in on this.
We
that
didn't
would be
mention
a
Robair's
problem.
name.
That's okay. That's good.
My only leads for causing disruption in this is Rythe and Heath in the warehouse district.
Yeah, we gotta go. That's what the mayor said too. Warehouse. So maybe
we know
goes there.
we know more. We know at least Rythe and Heath is definitely part of this according to the Zone of Truth. I'm a little concerned at this point. We're playing our hand if we go just start punching people in the warehouse district.
I don't want to do that.
Okay,
So
go to the
let's
cave.
go investigate the rest of the
Let's see
cave.
What
Okay.
else is down there?
Okay, I am down with that. Maybe we'll find another thing.
We should probably wait till night to
course.
sneak up into the rock.
Or
The
we could confront her.
She's
All
all
right,
there by
I mean,
herself all the time.
This assassination is coming faster and faster. I say we do
To
it.
save lives, I agree. I can tell you when
we
she's
be
alone.
as gentle as possible in case she
We're
is
just gonna
innocent.
rough up this lady. Oh God.
We're gonna have Eden go and utter the mayor's passphrase
If there's-
to Thalia.
If there's trouble, yell for us. Some whatever. I
No,
don't know.
no, keep it quiet.
Okay.
I want to go in and see if anybody's in the shop with her. If there's any like tourists or anything.
Got it. You go in. There are 2 customers inside looking around.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like walk around. Like, I'm here to browse. I don't know.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Thalia's. Oh, it's Eden. Hi.
Hi, Dahlia.
What's
how
going
are
on?
you?
Did you? Is Hazel okay? Something going on with Hazel?
She's a strange girl.
Did she
You know,
go to the
has nightmares
peacekeepers? She was
sometimes.
talking some strange things about the Finleys. Do you know anything about the Feather Billow or the Swan Feather Inn?
I don't stay there. That's where she stays. I don't know anything about it.
Strange. I really think you should check up on Hazel. I think she might be involved in some sort of trouble.
Oh,
And to be honest, I'm a little torn. She's a sweet girl and I love her to death, but if she's involved in some illicit activities, I'm afraid I can't be a part of it. And I'm sorry to be so frank, but if you're involved in it too, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the shop.
oh, I don't know anything. I'm just looking at your wares.
Okay. Feel free to browse.
Do the other tourists look around? Are there tourists or is it like people in the town? Do they
are
look at us?
tourists.
So they're
yes, everybody looks at you.
Well,
Roll perception.
11.
You don't notice anything
Okay.
about the other tourists as you are speaking.
All right, I'm gonna be like, Dahlia, can you come over to like a corner away from the other tourists? I have a question. I'm uncomfortable myself.
What is it?
I've only been in this town for a short time, and I don't know what is going on. That man that you introduced us to in the warehouse district.
Oh, Riven?
Riven,
Yes. What about him?
He approached me and he said this: the Moonstone shine brilliant as of late. And I don't know. I said, I guess. I don't really know. But it makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, dearie, you haven't seen the Moonstone yet, have you? It's nothing like that. It's a big stone that's on top of the cliff behind the temple. He was commenting on an actual stone. He wasn't saying anything weird. It wasn't like that, like you're
wasn't
imagining.
trying to hit on me.
No,
Okay.
no. You are a beautiful young Goliath, but I'm sure he didn't mean anything by that. He was just making small talk, you see. We are less direct than you, Goliaths, and we often go around in circles just trying to get people to feel more comfortable, but he obviously didn't know that you didn't really know the
I don't.
geography of the town.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for offering the insight.
Oh, yes. Don't you worry, dear. And by the way, you should go and see the Moonstone. It's very beautiful.
Actually, I
It
think
reflects
I've
the
been.
light in the day and in the moonlight by night.
I feel better. I feel much more comfortable. Thank you, ma'am. I shall leave now.
As you leave the shop, one of the tourist folk leaves with you. And as you are walking down the street, this tourist sidles up next to you and speaks in a hushed voice. Brilliant enough to light up the darkness?
Cast shadow just as strong.
All right, maybe you didn't hear, but the general store is off limits. We don't mess with Dahlia. Orders from the top. Do you hear me?
Yes, I never mess with
The hell
her
were you
again.
doing in there anyway?
I heard wrong. I heard mess with Dahlia, so I'm sorry about that.
Get-
I don't speak language so good as you
Get the
can.
bananas out of your ears. You gotta follow orders.
What you say to me?
Stay sharp. Don't make mistakes.
What else should I know? So I know who not to talk
As
to.
you turn to face this person face to face, they're gone.
General store is off limits to witnesses. I
Why?
don't know why. They said it's orders from above, so whoever runs it wants Dahlia off limits. No touch Dahlia. So she's not part of
Probably
it.
because they have a secret entrance to their meeting cave behind her store. And maybe they
That
pass
doesn't
goods through the crappy glass stuff they sell there.
The thing is, she doesn't get enough business to seemingly afford her lifestyle or the play. It doesn't add up. Either she's heavily protected for some reason, or she's above them.
Guys, I think we should see the Moonstone. The Moonstone keeps cropping up. Maybe we should see that. We haven't seen it yet.
You all go up and check out the Moonstone. It is a gorgeous example of geology. The legend goes that the Selune, the goddess of the moon and stars, blessed this temple long ago with a ray of silver moonlight that was made manifest and took shape in the form of the Moonstone, which stands watch on the nearby cliffside. Oftentimes, the temple acolytes can be seen outside, praying and worshiping Selune in front of the Moonstone.
I want to investigate the Moonstone. And is the cemetery around the Moonstone?
Cemetery is just off to the side of the Moonstone.
I want to touch the Moonstone,
You
Can
touch
I-
the Moonstone,
and I close my eyes,
and you close your eyes.
and I want to just feel it.
Roll a religion check.
17.
You sense a divine energy coming off faintly, faint divine energy. Seems there was some truth in the legend of the Moonstone.
Can I investigate the cemetery to see if there's any trapdoors or some sort of entrance into
Don't find any secret entrances.
or
Do any of the names in the gravestone look familiar or
The names on the gravestones do not look familiar.
Are any of the names recognizable as dwarvish?
Roll a history check.
Huh. Bubkiss 9.
You can't tell. You can't discern the race of the names that are written on the gravestones.
your part?
Ooh, I speak Dwarvish. Are there any literal Dwarvish characters on any of the gravestones?
There are a couple general dwarvish names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, cave time?
Yep, Cape Town. Cape Town.
So you're all heading towards the sea cave once again?
Doing it.
How are you entering?
Well, we're gonna go to we're gonna enter through Thalia's backyard.
Inconspicuously outside of Thalia's area until it's dark enough that we can.
You're waiting until nightfall, and then
Yeah.
you're going to jump over Thalia's fence and go into the caves. You are going to have to hop the fence to get into the backyard. Roll an athletics check.
11.
9.
6.
As you hop over the fence, you can see that there is candles illuminating the inside of the general store. They seem to be being blown out one by one, and after a moment, you hear the front door open, and you hear Thalia's bubbly, loud voice. Yeah, just let me lock up. Just let me lock up. I'll be right there. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Let's see. Not this one. Not this one. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. I'm coming. Don't worry.
I want to be as flat as I can.
So it seems that Thalia has left the general store.
Korv, can you go fly and see who's left with her?
Right now. Yes,
you
I
see
can.
that?
Thank you. I would love to. I do
Real
have
quick,
really
come back
good
real
sight.
quick. Go see. Go back.
Korv flies up, off, and overhead. Roll a stealth check, Korv.
14.
Korv flies like an owl silently through the night air. Korv sees that Thalia is with. She's with a man who is small in stature, appears to have sun-bleached hair, and is wearing spectacles. As Korv is up in the air looking around, the rest of you enter into the backyard.
Do you want to follow him or do you want to go in a cave?
No, we should go to the cave. Korv will come back to us. Oh, wait. I got a spell. Pass without trace. Avail a shadow, and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet, including you, has a 10+ bonus to dexterity, aka stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no trace or other traces of its passage.
All right, I come back and join you guys.
Korv lands by the rock.
Sturdy birdie.
Roll stealth checks.
Plus 10.
25.
You have to roll stealth check too.
16.
12.
As you all gather around the rock in the backyard of Thalia, arrows fly at you from all directions. 4 masked figures hop up onto the fence and launch arrows at you. Roll for initiative.
I have a 13.
14.
15.
2.
First up is the surprise round. Archers surround
me.
you. Each launch volleys of 2 arrows apiece at you. 2 attacks on each of you. First one on Korv. 17 and an 18 to hit.
Oh my god.
Total 11 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Idunn, 2 attacks on Idunn. 13 to hit?
What?
I have 13 armor class. I don't know
and
if
it's
that hits.
2 hits on you.
Aw.
10 piercing damage.
Yeah.
2 attacks on Hazel. 1 hit on Hazel. 5 piercing damage. 2 arrows on Robair. 13 to hit and a 14 to hit.
1 hit.
10 piercing damage.
Slayer's Prey on this guy. And then I'm going to do my first attack against them.
Is that the
Critical
Raphael?
fail.
Roll
Yeah.
D100.
41.
You miss an attack and gaze upon the chaos of the battle, causing your confidence to falter. You have disadvantage on your next attack roll against any target.
Okay, same a target, next attack roll.
Disadvantage.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
So 9 piercing damage.
Archers are up. 1 hit on Korv is 4 piercing damage. 1 critical hit on Hazel. 6 piercing damage. That's a critical on Robair. 10 damage on Robair. 20 to hit on Idunn. 7 piercing damage.
I want to roll this rock and get under here.
You can open up the passage as an action.
Yes, I'm going to go down.
Short bow. 8 hit.
That will not hit.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go down. I'm escaping.
Hazel's going in the hole, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor while I'm doing
Going in a hole. Robair is going to stand his grip. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to go in the hole as well.
Robair's first.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
13 piercing. Second attack, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Robair shoots and hits twice. Hazel.
it. 9 to hit.
That will not hit. And the archer comes down, armed with a short sword, going to attack Idunn. There's a miss on Idunn.
Sweet.
Short sword on Idunn. 16 to hit. 9 piercing damage.
Let their
Short sword on Idunn. 15 to hit. 6 piercing damage. Short sword. Way more to hit Idunn. 7 piercing damage.
Rage down, 1 rage, and I'm going to hit the last one that came down. 19 to hit,
That will hit.
17 damage. And then the next attack will be on the one with the brown cloak on. 24 to hit,
That'll hit.
11 damage.
I'm going to
And fart.
cast Vicious Mockery.
Roll a natural 17 to save.
it.
Well,
All right, I tried. I wasn't good enough. Can I move? No, I can't. I'm fine.
you still have movement left.
I'm good.
I have other bonus actions left.
All right,
I'm good.
guys, I'm gonna try something.
Inspiration.
No. Okay, I'm not gonna cheat though. So, I failed. No.
Bardic inspiration, which you should be handing out like candy.
Okay, gotcha.
I think it's
I'll
free,
do
right?
it. But I fucked up, so I'll do it next time.
Okay.
All right, next up.
I am going to use a 3rd level spell.
Here it
Oh,
comes.
I'm going
boy.
to go up to Idunn and then cast Thunder Step. So I'm going to teleport us back next to Korv.
Oh.
Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage,
Wow.
or half on a save. And a thunderous boom, and everyone make a Constitution saving throw in that
Con
pile.
save. First one is a 9. Second one is over 18. Third one is 7. Fourth one is 6. 3 failures.
21 damage of thunder.
21 on everybody except that guy. That guy is.
Dang!
All of them clutch their heads in pain as the thunderous boom rings out and you teleport backwards.
I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna use thorns.
Hail of thorns.
Hail of thorns on them. 16, right?
That will hit.
So that's 10 damage. That's 8 damage on top of that for those who fail to save the dexterity throw.
13 on the first one.
Save.
Even higher.
Save. Never.
7 on the third one.
Third one does not save.
And over 13 on the last one. Archers are up, you say? 4 short sword attacks on Robair.
Oh boy, I'm like,
Robair.
14 to hit.
that is a hit.
Critical to hit. 24 to hit.
Hit.
8 to hit.
Miss.
So total damage, 23.
I'm out.
I'm going to attack her first. 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Next attack. 19.
That will hit.
12 damage.
I'm gonna heat metal.
Heat metal. Now roll your damage.
It's 14.
They
Damn.
fall unconscious from the overwhelming
That's what knocks her
damage
out.
they've received.
Hazel's going to cast Lightning Bolt in that direction.
Dex save.
Everyone
Dude,
makes a
one
dexterity
fail.
saving throw.
2 fail.
15 lightning damage.
It's actually 8d6. So 15 plus 2 more d6.
Plus 6 more.
21 total.
I'm closer to death.
1 attack on Hazel, 2 attacks on Idunn. Hazel, you take to 10 to hit.
That's not going to hit.
Idunn, 22 to hit. And critical fail to hit. 6 slashing damage from the one hit. 21 on the critical fail. You lose your balance while attacking.
I'm going to turn around and hit the person that just fell over while they're down. 15 to hit the prone person.
That does not hit.
I will try again on the prone person. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
14 damage.
Kicking them while they're down.
Tried.
That's me. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the short one.
Failure on the wisdom saving throw.
All right. 3. Healing. Your friend Robair.
Healing up Robair.
Yep.
Hazel's going to shocking grasp the one right next to her that tried to hit her. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 6. And that guy can't take a reaction.
I'm up. And I'd like to attack this guy with my short sword. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
It's gonna be 5 piercing. Oh, my second attack. 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
It's gonna be 8 piercing.
Are you trying to kill?
Yeah.
1 attack on Korv, 1 attack on Idunn. It's a miss on Korv. It's a hit on Idunn. 10 slashing damage on Idunn.
Stone endurance.
Oh.
That's 3.
3. So you took 10 damage. In your rage, you resisted half, so 5. So you took 2 just now.
I'm going to the one with the yellow necklace. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
9 damage. Next, I will hit the person behind me. 23 to hit.
A hit.
19 damage.
Vicious Mockery again, because so far it's working, you silly person.
They pass their saving throw.
Ray Frosting, the guy next to Korv. 12 to hit.
That's not a hit.
First attack on this guy. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
6 piercing damage. I'm gonna follow everybody else's thing, and I'm gonna attack the other one with the other attack. Probably a hit. It's 19
Yeah.
and then plus 7. 8 piercing damage on the other one.
You aiming to kill?
Yes.
Does Robair know any other way?
Running after that one.
That's
19 to hit.
Damn.
hit.
10 damage. I have one more attack. 9 to hit.
Not a hit.
I'm gonna take my chance at a crossbow.
Nice.
Short
bow. We have 19.
That will hit.
9 damage.
You aiming to kill?
Yes.
You
Wait.
successfully resolve combat.
I'm pretty sure we killed that person too.
We may be in the clear. If they either weren't sent or something, maybe no one knows that we're going up against the witnesses right now.
I am not optimistic.
We do
at
need
all.
to hide these bodies. Point of order, though. Can you
Dump body.
climb up real quick and put the stone back on the tunnel?
Yes.
Uh,
Hopefully these are assassins and they won't be able to assassinate someone next week.
Do we want to ask the one that's unconscious?
Yeah, I think it'd be better if we did a short rest and did burn hit die. Can I take time also to see if I recognize them from spending time in Moonstone?
Roll a history check.
5.
You do not recognize any of these individuals.
I gotta hide the bodies, guys. Just hide the bodies.
A lot of dead bodies around.
I say we leave them here. Let them know that people are coming for the witnesses. They should
you
know
guys.
the fear that they've been instilling upon the town of Moonstone.
Witness this.
Witness this.
Uh,
Ooh,
unless
that's
you
a
gu-
good one,
unless
actually.
either of you guys are carrying any of the bodies, I can't do anything.
I'm gonna
about
rip
it.
out a page. I'm gonna write "witness this" and just leave it on the bodies.
You figure out that there's a pathway that seems to lead around the town because you go down a different tunnel and you come to it's just a heavy wooden door set into a stone wall.
I want to wait for a bit and lean against it to see if I can hear anything.
Yeah.
You see that there is firelight on the other side of the door. Roll perception check.
11.
You hear the crackling of fire and the boiling of water.
Try the knob gently.
It is unlocked.
I open it gently.
It is a furnace room.
Is it a big furnace room?
It's pretty large.
Ooh, I bet you this is the hotel.
So is the
I
furnace
see
powering
vampires.
something? Like, does it have like steam going to something, or is it heating up a pipe that goes up?
Dude,
or-
let's turn it off and wait till someone comes down.
Good idea.
How do you even put out a
that.
furnace?
Usually there's
It's just
gas.
a wood fire.
Ray
Oh.
of frost on the furnace.
You put out the furnace and you are hiding behind the door you came in.
Yeah.
Ears against the door. I mean,
Roll stealth checks.
20.
7.
5.
15.
I'm gonna cast it. Pass without trace. Plus 10 to all of your stealth checks just now.
After
Piece of 10.
a few minutes, you hear heavy footsteps approaching, and you hear keys rattling on a key ring, and you hear a lock, and you hear the far door open. You hear heavy footsteps walking around the furnace room.
How many pairs of footsteps do I hear?
1.
I want to wait until he lights the fire.
Distracted.
wanna ambush.
Engaged in
Yeah, he's
something.
engaged with
Okay.
the fire.
You can hear flint being struck, and eventually you see the light of a fire once again illuminate the underside of the door.
Okay. Bam, we're going in.
Go!
Eden kicked that door in. Bam!
Bam.
The moon shines brilliantly as of late.
A Goliath stands
Oh!
lighting the fire.
It's the hotel. We're under the hotel.
His back is to you,
He
Oh.
can't hear
and he
anything.
does not
Oh my
register.
God.
He's deaf mute.
Oh,
Okay, now we know where we are. Let's get out of here.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
We're back
Let's
out.
we know.
Sneak
This
out.
is the hotel.
now we know a secret, but we need the keys to get up. Oh, the door was locked.
Who's the sneakiest of us? Is it me? You guys back in. I'm gonna try to get the keys off his belt.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm getting
crap.
out.
So you three back out,
Yeah.
and Robair approaches. Robair, roll a sleight of hand.
That's 13.
As you reach towards the keyring on his belt, you feel the steel keys in your hand, and you're about to pull back when his hand reaches behind and grabs yours. He looks back at you,
Oh, God.
and he hoists you up.
Hazel cast shocking grasp with distance.
You can cast Shocking Grasp.
26.
Your Shocking Grasp will hit. What was the damage?
7.
The electricity courses through his body and is conducted by Robair as he's grasping his wrist. Robair takes 3 lightning damage.
Oh man.
His face contorts slightly as the lightning hits him. Karavac, carrying Robair, walks to the open doorway where you all stand, and he tosses you into the hallway and shuts the door.
Oh, okay. Bye.
What do you want to do?
Let's leave.
Yeah, we'll double back.
I don't want to fight that big man.
Let's get the heck out of
Frickin'
here.
We got the objective. We figured out where one of the caverns led to.
Hotel.
So
Oh, we
let's
all-
go find the other one.
We also technically now have a backdoor entrance into the underbelly of the.
Well,
The hotel.
Let's go back and check the other cave.
Yeah, let's go
the
do that.
third cave entrance.
Eden feels a little tingle on the back of her shoulder
Yeah.
blade.
Oh, what's that? I got a like bug
What's going
bite.
on, buddy?
Can you look? I think there's like a bug bite or something.
I take a look. I think
There's a small stencil of a rose.
What the heck
I didn't know you had a tattoo.
I didn't have that's not my tattoo.
There's
What's
a
that have?
rose on your, and I touch it.
Wait, didn't we hear something about a rose from the...
Robair's passive perception is 15. Robair noticed a tattoo of a rose on the back of Karavak's left calf.
That looks exactly like the one on the back of when I was trying to steal the keys. I was like, that's a nice tattoo on his calf. I remember. But then I got electrocuted. And you did the right thing. I
That's
would have done the
weird.
same.
Why we have the same tattoo? Maybe we made out when I was drunk.
Let's
That's
find this
very
other cave
strange.
entrance, see where it goes.
Not likes this tattoo.
The last, you retrace your steps and you find the third pathway that leads around a long ways around town, underneath the town, it seems. You see another ladder leading up. It opens up into a large empty space. Roll insight checks.
Ooh, 20.
Idunn, you've been here. You've seen spaces like this before. It looks like the inside of a warehouse.
I think this is a warehouse.
This
I got-
might be
got a
the warehouse
roll
they
one.
use for the meetings with the other witnesses that the mayor was talking about. We need to figure out a higher up person
That
in
would
here to
shift the
disrupt.
balance.
That's the
Maybe-
idea. Is
well,
if
maybe
we,
if
if
they're
we can get
meeting
one of the
places.
bigger higher up of the witness chain, then we can disrupt it. Mayor can take back the peacekeepers. Is there any windows or anything? Any way to discern which warehouse this is? Like, okay.
It's an enclosed space.
I have no other
We
leads,
just tried
guys.
to break out.
We could just go out in another direction.
Can we
Back
start a
into
fire
cave?
and burn it down? Is
Okay.
it made out of wood?
Let's do it. Well,
They
we
have
all
a saying where I come from. If you want to hunt the boar, you must burn down the forest.
What?
Technically, at this point, the witnesses have the law on their side, so technically, they could just arrest us.
Let us review the information you have so far.
Yes, please.
The town of Moonstone has a seedy criminal organization underground which is involved in money laundering, extortion, and flat-out murder at times. You know that the mayor is somehow being coerced into following along with the witnesses. The mayor has the power to grant you access to finding the Moon Dwarves, your ultimate goal. Moon Dwarves are closed off because of red tape put in place by the witnesses. You know that the witnesses have agents in the town, two of which you have identified by name, Mergen Balk and Riven Heath. You know that the Mangler, an agent of the witnesses, had his gruesome correctional sessions down in the sea cave. You can also surmise that he used the sea cave to get around quickly around town with these various openings. You know that some agents of the witnesses directly spoke and said that Thalia's general store was off limits to any activity from the witnesses. You know that the witnesses are going to attempt an assassination in the Hotel Azul. You know that it is a assassination that is big enough to spark the flames of war. You know that the tunnel underneath the town leads to the Cove, Thalia's general store, the Hotel Azul, the warehouse district. You know that the peacekeepers are on the payroll of the witnesses and unlikely to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, and in fact will actively stand against you should they find out.
We could.
You have killed a number of witnesses who you either stumbled upon or seemed to be waiting. None were left alive, however, so nobody can definitively confirm your snoopings around.
Sort of
Although,
advantage.
one individual you know at least was spoken the call and response passphrase by Idunn.
And we know we stand out a little bit in town, too. Who else can we have a lot more information than we did. Who else could we go to ask for help that we know is good? Do we think Murphy could help us?
Murphy told us a lot, but I don't know if he cares to leave his.
So
No.
let me ask you, what do you need help with? Is my question. What are you trying to get help with?
Who the leader of the
The witnesses are.
witnesses could be?
So the
Well,
highest.
you know two definitive members of the witnesses.
We could corner them in the warehouse district.
My only concern about going after Riven
No, let's
is
go-
that he might not be high enough on the chain to
Let's go
matter.
after his grunt.
But if we do get him, we could. That's a dent in
So
the
let's,
network.
let's get him and then
because
question
you're
him.
right. Because he's the head of the warehouse district.
And that's where all this stuff happens.
Chapter.
Yeah. So I think our biggest goal right now is to just get him and maybe
Get
beat him up
Riven.
and and then
Let's-
zone of truth him to
Let's freaking
death.
get Riven.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I don't want to zone of truth him. Let's cut him down to pieces. Send a message.
Well, the point is that we just kill him, then what? I mean, we need to know more information. It might not be
Yes.
enough of a disruption.
We could cut him and ask him questions.
Oh, good point, Eden.
Good. Let's get to
Let's
it.
go get some rest.
You go back to the Stowaways. You go back to the Swan Feather Inn. Your room has been ransacked.
Oh, you had to do it, didn't you?
Oh, it's personal now.
Immediately check if Toad's still there.
It appears that they
Why would
opened
someone
up
take a lilac?
all of your drawers and your closets and turned over your mattress. If you left anything inside besides
It was Robair.
your lilac bush, it is gone.
That's what I have.
Your last command to Toad was don't move. And so you can see that the lilac bush was taken out of the drawer, and it looks like it was thrown across the room. It's now crumpled in the corner. Many of the blooms have fallen off, and many of the branches have been snapped.
I pick it up and I put it down on top of the table, and then I asked it to move to the right.
It looks to be withered and very dry, and it slowly crawls over to the right.
I tell it, okay,
Aw.
don't move, and I run in to try to get water for it.
Cry
There's
tears
water
onto
in
it.
A wash basin in your room, yes?
Yes, so I fill that with water, and enough, like just for it's like roots, and then I put it inside of it. I put my room back together. I still want a good night's sleep, and I'll deal with this in the morning.
That's really
You all take a long rest. It is a new day in Moonstone.
As soon as I wake up, I check on Toad. Has the water been helping him?
Roll a nature check.
16.
Yeah, it looks like it's helping out a little bit.
Take the drawer. I mean, I put all the drawers back, I guess, but I put the bowl with Toad in it into the drawer and I close it.
The
Look in the
assassination attempt is going to
Look at
happen
where
in
they died.
2 days' time.
So then in the morning, I want to check in with the Finleys, report the break-in. Was anyone suspicious here? And also, has he been accosted by anyone from the witnesses again?
He heard nothing last night.
My room was destroyed.
They are extremely apologetic, and they
Money back.
wholeheartedly blame the witnesses.
No, I'm not
They
like that.
will comp you 3 days free in apology.
I reassure them that we're going to take care of this. Because now it's personal.
Why don't you just not stay there anymore? Just come stay with us.
You don't know that.
Petunia's here, for Pete's sakes.
That's not a half bad idea. Petunia, if I brought my lilac bush back, would you watch it for me?
She could tend to it as if it were a
Oh,
house
this
plant,
is weird.
yeah, but she's not going to have eyes on it every moment of every day.
Bring it with
dig a
you.
little hole and plant it like outside of the Stoday's house, and then she can just watch it and water it for me until it gets its strength back.
She could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the plant and bring it back. Listen to Auntie Petunia, Toad.
We have 2 days, so today, get information on Riven.
Rivenheath is the head of the warehouse district. If anybody wanted to rent a warehouse, you just go talk to him.
Okay, let's go.
And ask him to show us a warehouse, and then once, if we get a
Yeah.
chance,
You all head over to the warehouse district during the daytime.
During the daytime.
So the warehouse district is a big open area here with warehouses surrounding it. The big open area is so wagons and other large cargo areas can maneuver around and get to different warehouses. There is a little bit of activity as it is populated with warehouse workers who help organize and move in and out storage from the warehouses. It's known that the government of Moonstone rents out a number of these warehouses, and a lot of them are available for private use for either merchants or other businessmen in town, or luxury patron tourists who need extra storage space for whatever the heck they want to do. You approach the warehouse district, and a warehouse worker comes up and he sees the four of you. What'll it be then? How can I help you?
I'm looking for Riven.
Riven, aye? What's your business, Riven, yeah?
He said, come by if I ever want to rent warehouse. And I
Yes,
said,
we
I
want-
want some.
Oh, renting a warehouse then, renting a warehouse, right, okay. Let me go find him for you. Stay by, right here. And he runs off, and after a moment, he comes back, and Rivenheath is with him. He recognizes Idunn and Hazel. Ah, you've returned once again. It seems you require the services of the warehouse district. My associate here tells me you'd like to rent a warehouse.
we are thinking about getting a mid-sized boat. Because we have been new to Moonstone, maybe we come back and visit, and we leave our boat here.
Oh, is that so?
Keep it out of the elements while we're gone. You understand?
New to Moonstone, eh?
Well, yes, relatively speaking.
We're
Been
visiting.
about a week.
We're visiting.
well.
We're tourists.
You should go up and visit the Moonstone behind the temple.
Oh, we
I
did.
hear the Moonstone shines brilliant as of late.
That's funny that you should say that because
It's brilliant,
brilliant enough to
To
light
the
up
darkness.
the darkness. We all
Why
say
are
it.
you all intrigued?
He wasn't going fast
We're all
enough.
looking at each other
like,
darkness. We learned that you're the one to talk to.
Let him finish. He's got to finish it.
You appear to be the one with the most sense and cast shadows just as strong. Obviously, you're the ringleader of your rebel.
We are equals here. But yes, I kind of.
I suspected you might be newcomers to the organization. You don't exactly strike me as the type who would, you're not very subtle about things.
Hey,
Well, it's
can't hide this.
we're finding our niche within the organization.
So, what news do you bring?
News us there's an assassination, and it needs to happen very clean.
Yes, we all know the assassination.
And
We know the team that's going in. You have nothing to worry about.
Possibly the location has been compromised, and we need to switch locations.
What source do you have? How do you know all this? He begins walking.
We walk with him.
Oh yeah.
The Mangler is dead.
I've heard of the Mangler's death.
And a couple of our members have gone missing.
I suspect Vargas Blacktail may have spilled more than we thought.
We were told to ensure that this assassination went off without a hitch. The ones who gave us the message mentioned that they need more help on this and to talk to you about it.
Are you volunteering your services?
That's what we're here for.
Oh, very well then, very well. Come with me. He leads you to the far corner of the warehouse district. He begins to unlock a padlock from the outer door. He looks around to make sure none of the warehouse workers are nearby. There is a simple enchantment upon this warehouse, made to look empty. But as we break through the barrier, you will see it is very comfortable inside. We'll be more comfortable in talking here without prying ears. And he opens the door, and indeed it does appear to be an empty warehouse. And he's looking around and he gestures inside. Quickly now, quickly.
I go in.
Hey, let's go.
And he shuts the door behind you and locks it. A small slot opens up on the door. It says, I wasn't lying about the enchantment, but I may have been lying about how comfortable it is inside. You must forgive me, for this is the only way to test and make sure you are truly skilled in what you say.
Is this common for...
Wants us to be the assassins.
He
He's
did
testing
say-
us for this assassination.
This is just what they do.
Give us your best, Raven. We'll prove ourselves.
We've passed other trials before to get to our position in the witnesses.
We're a lot less cockier than we're making ourselves out to be right now.
As you break the threshold of the warehouse, you step in and you see an empty warehouse, except it is inhabited by a large lobster-like creature.
Oh.
Funny.
Normal Cthulhu
Oh,
laughter.
maybe not that one. No.
So it is a small warehouse. The ceiling is 10 feet high, and that lobster monster is standing right in front of you. And as you
Hi.
enter, it lets out a and it looks very hostile. Roll for initiative.
Yeah, 18.
5.
Not one.
8.
21. Taking this thing out, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna back up in the corner and cast Mage Armor.
No, okay, I'm gonna try my hand at Vicious Mockery on this guy.
Roll a 7.
7 damage.
It's going to use its pincers on Korv. 24 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna hit.
8 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. It is also going to attempt to use its pincer on Robair. It misses its pincer attack on Robair. Now, since it's grappling Korv, it's going to use its tentacles that are coming out of its mandibles area. You must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, it's a 6.
You are poisoned for 1 minute. Until the poison ends, you are paralyzed.
Bonus action, Slayer's Prey.
Eden's going into a rage. 11 to hit.
Not a hit. Your greatsword thunks off of its shell.
I'm gonna try again. 14 to hit.
Not a hit.
He's gonna get in a diagonal shot here in Lightning Bolt.
Dex save. Roll a 2. It is
Well, you're
grappling
paralyzed, so I don't know.
Korv.
28 lightning damage.
So Korv takes
Half of 28.
14 lightning damage.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hazel's learning that hurts.
What can I do? It's paralyzed.
Because all of your stuff uses verbal/somatic components, you can't cast any spells, so no, it just has to be the end of your turn. So roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's 17.
You are no longer paralyzed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still grappled though, right?
Still grappled though. Is currently grappling Korv, so it's going to do a tentacle attack on Korv. Roll a Constitution save.
19.
Are not poisoned by
Nice.
that. It's
Nice.
going to use its pincer attack on Idunn. 17 to hit. 13 bludgeoning damage. And you are also grappled. And it's going to use the other pincer on
Oh crap.
Korv. That's a heck of a lot to hit. Big 11 bludgeoning damage.
Out.
I'm gonna do an arrow strike on it. I'm gonna add a hunter's mark. 19 plus 2 plus 7 to hit.
It's a big hit.
17 damage. I'm gonna attack again. Is 11. You're
It's
out.
Not a hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of the grapple if I can. Try to
Escape.
pull him off.
Roll a athletics check.
23.
You escape the grapple.
Hazel is going to pull out a wooden stake and cast Catapult.
Dex save.
Five
Roll a 13.
bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning.
It's me.
Roll a death saving throw. D20. You roll.
18.
That is one step closer to being
This
stable.
one.
It's going to drop Korv, and it's going to do 2 pincer attacks on Idunn. 13 to hit Idunn.
It hits.
11 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. It's going to use its tentacles since you are grappled. Roll a Constitution save.
22.
You are not poisoned.
Oh,
It's going to use
good.
its other pincer attack on you. 14 to hit.
Hits, yeah.
10 bludgeoning damage.
We're gonna burn Spirit Healer.
Oh, you're going to
Healing
pull out
spirit.
the healing spirit.
So it's gonna go right onto Korv.
It takes
Wong.
the form of a fey creature.
Aww.
Ooh.
What does Robair carry in his heart in terms of animal spirits?
Oh, it's gonna be a child. So that was my bonus action. So now as my action, I'm going to attack. 21
That's
to
a hit.
17 piercing damage. Second attack is gonna be 13 plus 7,
It's a hit.
which is 19.
Are you trying to kill?
Yeah.
What? Just like that.
Wow.
You've successfully resolved combat.
The child spirit waves goodbye and then fades into nothing.
You can still use it
Oh,
for healing.
wait, don't go yet. Okay, sorry.
The heroes have
Wait, it's around for.
gone deeper down the hole of intrigue and espionage and seedy underground criminal activity. They've uncovered a host of new knowledge. They are hot on the trail, trying to finally sink their claws into the higher echelon of the witnesses. What will happen next time on Dynamite D&D?
You're healed fully.
Will Rive and Heath give them new details upon which they can act? Will they be able to thwart this assassination? Will Idunn ever just be able to give Karavac a hug? Find out next time on Dynamite D&D. Join us next week, an actual just week from today. It's going to be another Saturday. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for all the chat. Thank you for the donations, the follows, the subscriptions, everything. Really appreciate it. Once
Idunn
again,
jumps inside the spirit.
I am Steve, the Dungeon Master. That is Paige/Idunn. That is Curley/Hazel. That is Sam/Robair. And Erin/Korv. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us,
Bye.
everybody.